Hello students, our next topic is taken solubility of gases in solutions. See, whenever a gas is dissolved in solution, what happen? The volume of the gas decrease to large extent. If you just take upon the gas equation, what is volume of the gas? nRT upon P. If the volume is to decrease, then which conditions can favor? The volume decreasement, lowering of temperature, when T decrease, volume decrease, or when P increase, volume decrease. So you can take in general, whenever a gas will dissolve in solutions, then the volume will decrease. The solubility of gas can be taken in volume terms. That the solubility of gases in solutions, it is directly proportional to pressure. When pressure increases, the volume of the gas decreases and it is inversely proportional to temperature. In these two conditions, the solubility of gas is directly proportional to pressure and to temperature inversely. This is taken the solubility of gases, relation with pressure and temperature of the gas. Okay? The solubility of gas in solution directly proportional to pressure. Pressure higher, solubility higher. Common example taken cold drinks. What they have? The gas is dissolved. They are always kept sealed so that the gas is not escaping to atmosphere. So solubility pressure is higher and they normally kept in condition of low temperature. Because if you take temperature increases, pressure keep on increasing and sometimes bottle may burst even. If the temperature is made much higher, pressure cannot be controlled, then the bottle may burst or can develop leakage. Okay, so that we can take relate here. And the solubility of gas in solutions we link with the pressure under the term taken Henry's law. One law is taken, we call Henry's law. With the Henry's law we link the solubility of gases in solutions. Henry's law relates the solubility of gases in solution and with pressure. Write on the statement of Henry's law. लिख लीजिए. It states that at a given temperature, the mass of gas dissolved per unit volume of solvent, per unit volume of solvent is directly proportional to pressure, is directly proportional to its pressure, with which it is in equilibrium. Meaning क्या है? For the gas, mass of the gas dissolved per unit volume of solvent, it is directly proportional to pressure. If I remove some proportionality, I can write here m is equal to k into p. K can be taken constant of proportionality. K can be taken as constant of proportionality. So mass of the gas dissolved is directly proportional to pressure as per this Henry's law. Now we can take for the same gas, if K is constant, I can write here m upon p can be taken as constant K, or we can write m1 by p1 is equal to m2 by p2. One expression. If for the same gas, remember for same gas the value of K will remain constant. They give question K at one temperature pressure, one amount of gas is dissolved. At second pressure, find the amount of gas dissolved. Now for same gas, ratio of mass will be same as ratio of moles. So if I divide the mass by molar mass, we get number of moles. So this expression also can be written as n1 by p1 is equal to n2 by p2 and so on. Ratio of masses or moles will be same. So n1 by p1 is equal to n2 by p2, or it is same as ratio of moles by pressure at one condition then equal to second condition. So sometime on this expression directly you can get question. Sometime they can give moles, sometime they can give the mass. Remember, for same gas K will be constant, but for different gases K will be different. We will come on this point. So we get first kind of question on mass or mole ratio. So let us take on this point one question from our side also. Okay, so right, next question. अब हमको लीजिए सर अभी। हाँ हाँ मुझे मुश्किल है अभी। तो सुजन ओके, राइट, नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन लिखिए। So write next question. At 298 Kelvin, 500 cc. At 298 Kelvin, 500 cc of water dissolves 15 cc of methane at STP. Dissolves 15 cc of methane at STP under a partial pressure of 1 atmosphere of methane. Under a partial pressure of 1 atmosphere of methane. Full stop. If Henry's law holds, then what pressure is required to dissolve 10 to power minus 3 moles of CH4, to dissolve 10 to power minus 3 moles of CH4 in 300 cc of water, in 300 cc of water. You try this question yourself. Solve this question. To solve this question, we are given two information or information in two parts. एक part दिया है 500 cc of water, 15 cc of methane at STP at a pressure of 1 atmosphere. And second part 10 to power minus 3 moles of methane, but volume of water is taken different. If it is taken as per Henry's law, we can write mass is directly proportional to pressure, or we told right now m by p is constant, or for same gas moles by p is constant, or I can write n1 by p1 is equal to n2 by p2. In one case pressure is 1 atmosphere, in this case p1 is 1 atmosphere, and P2 is required answer to us. What is N1? Moles we can take is how much here? Of methane. आपको दिया volume 15 cc of methane at STP. But see, we are given different volumes of water in two cases. In one case, volume of water is taken 500 cc. And second case the volume of water taken is 300 cc. So we have to make equal volumes, or we can find number of moles per cc. N1 we can take number of moles of methane per cc. कितना का number of moles of methane per cc? 15 cc आपको दिया है by 22400. It is number of moles in total volume of water taken 500 cc. So now in 1 cc by 500, it is number of moles of methane per cc. One answer, one part. What is number of moles second case? 10 to number of moles again taken. Number of moles of CH4 per cc कितना आएगा? 10 to power minus 3 moles आपको डायरेक्टली दिया हुआ है by 300 cc. डिवाइड क्यों किया हमने दोनों पार्ट में? यहाँ पे दोनों केस में डिफरेंट वॉल्यूम्स है, दोनों केस में डिफरेंट वॉल्यूम्स है किसका? सॉल्वेंट का. हमें दोनों पार्ट में सेम वॉल्यूम चाहिए, या तो तभी हम मोल्स को आप इक्वेट कर पाएंगे, या तो टोटल वॉल्यूम कांस्टेंट सेम होगा सॉल्वेंट का. अगर सेम नहीं है तो क्या करेंगे? वी विल मेक सेम वॉल्यूम. वी कैन टेक बेटर नंबर ऑफ मोल्स of the gas per cc in both the case. Now N1 you can take this much, sorry it's N2. N1 is this much, N2 you can take this much. Add this pressure P2 required answer, and P1 is given 1 atmosphere. On solving from here, you can find your answer P2. On solving, P2 should come. On solving the value P2 should be coming. Your answer 2.48 atmosphere is your answer. आपको सॉल्व चेक कर लिए, सॉल्व करने के बाद आपका इतना आंसर रहेगा प्रेशर के लिए. ओके, that is first kind of question given to you on Henry's law. We can modify Henry's law along with the Raoult's law. Okay, so that is one way. Anyway, it is one part. Okay, next topic taken in the same continuation, Henry's law in combination with Raoult's law or relation of Henry's law to Raoult's law. How this relation we can develop or show here? लिख लीजिए, write down. देखिए, if M2 is the mass of gas dissolved in M1 mass of solvent. If M2 is the mass of gas dissolved in M1 mass of the solvent at gaseous pressure P2. M2 is the mass of gas dissolved in M1 gram of solvent. M1 is the mass of solvent at gaseous pressure of P2. Then from Henry's law, what will that expression? From Henry's law, M2 is directly proportional to P2, or I can write here M2 is equal to K into P2 from Henry's law. Now dividing both sides. Dividing both sides by M1, the mass of solvent. What you get expression? M2 by M1 is equal to K by M1 into P2. This K by M1 can be constant. I write K dash into P2. Now dividing M2 by capital M2 molar mass of solute and M1 by capital M1, that's the molar mass. M2 is the molar mass of the gas and M1 is the molar mass of the solvent. M1 is the molar mass of the solvent. So from expression you can write here M2 M1 by M1 is equal to what? K dash into M1 by M2 should be common on both sides into P2. This term I can write K double dash. So this can be taken as K double dash into P2. And it is what here? What is M2 by M1? M2 by M2 is weight upon molar weight is moles. M2 weight upon molar weight is moles of solvent. N1 is equal to K double dash into P2. I can write equation number, let's say 1. I write equation number 1, this one here. Now we know for dilute solutions N2 is very low as compared to N1. So what can be taken? Mole fraction of solute X2. It is N2 by N1 plus N2. This can be taken nearly same as N2 by N1. What is mole fraction of solute? X2 is N2 by total mole, solvent plus solute. Since gases have very low solubility, so we can write N2 is very low as compared to 1. So I can write here, then N1 plus N2 can be taken nearly same as N1. So N1 plus N2 is N1. X2 we can write as N2 by N1 in the expression. So it is suppose equation number 2. From equation 1 and 2 I can write here N2 by N1 as X2 is equal to K double dash into P2. Or from here P2 can be taken how much? 1 by K double dash into X2. Or this P2 can be taken how much? KH into X2. It is same as the Raoult's law expression. In the expression this term KH, this KH is called as Henry's law constant. This KH is called as Henry's law constant. Henry's law constant. For different gases, the value of KH will be constant. So it is one expression of Henry's law more. So I hope it is clear that from Henry's law expressions, M2 proportional to P2 was the statement first we have given. M2 is equal to K into P2. Dividing both sides by M1, the mass of solvent M2 by M1. K by M1 is constant. M1 is the mass of solvent, so K by M1 is constant, K dash into P2, dividing M2 by M2. M2 small is more mass of the solute gas, M2 is the molar mass of the gas, and M1 by M1. M1 is the mass of solvent by M1, the molar mass of solvent. So M1 by M2 is moles of solute N2, M1 by M1 the moles of solvent N1. K dash is taken K by M1 into M1 by M2. M1 by M2 is what here? Molar mass. This is constant term common into P2. So K dash into M1 by M2 can be written as a whole K double dash. This term is taken as K double dash into P2. Into P2. So we can write expression here. N2 by M1 is K double dash into P2. For dilute solutions, N2 is very low as compared to N1. So we can write N1 plus N2 nearly is N1. X2 can be taken ratio same as N2 by N1. So X2 we can write as K double dash into P2, or P2 can be taken 1 by K double dash into X2. It is, if you just recall the Raoult's law, क्या था? Partial pressure of the gas or the liquid proportional to mole fraction. In the expression this KH become constant called as Henry's law constant, and the KH will have same unit as the unit of pressure. KH have same unit as the unit of pressure. Okay. So using our last expressions, we can write here that this X2 is equal to K double dash into P2. It is one way of writing the Henry's law statement that the solubility of gas expressed in terms of mole fraction is directly proportional to pressure. Solubility of gas expressed in terms of mole fraction is directly proportional to pressure. Or I can write P2 is how much? KH into X2. Second expression. So second way we can write here Henry's law statement that the partial pressure at which the gas is dissolved is directly proportional to its mole fraction. The pressure at which the gas is dissolved is directly proportional to its mole fraction. This KH is called as already given Henry's law constant, and KH has same unit as pressure. It has the same units as that of pressure. And the value of KH will be different for different gases. The value of KH will be different for different gases. I hope it is clear. So two way we write expression. So both the things are indicating same thing. that for the gas pressure is proportional to mole fraction of solute. Okay. So with this our chapter is over. We'll take some more question practice in next class. So write down next question. This question is given to you on Henry's law. Okay. Write down question. The Henry's law constant. The Henry's law constant for solubility of N2 gas. For solubility of N2 gas in water at 298 Kelvin is 1.0 into 10 to the power 5 atmosphere. 1.0 into 10 to the power 5 atmosphere. Full stop. The mole fraction of nitrogen. The mole fraction of nitrogen in air is 0.8. The mole fraction of nitrogen in air is 0.8. Full stop. Find the number of moles. Find the number of moles of N2 from air dissolved in 10 moles of water. In 10 moles of water at 298 Kelvin and 5 atm pressure. At 298 Kelvin and 5 atm pressure. Okay. So read the question carefully and try this question yourself. Now to solve this question, see we are using which law? Henry's law. What was the Henry's law given yesterday in the class? I mean last class. That Kh can be taken as, we can take in this case PH2 can be taken Kh into X mole fraction of the gas taken N2 gas. Last we have taken the previous topic in which we have discussed the Henry's law expression was given as P of the gas was equal to Kh into mole fraction. P2 was taken expression for X2 the mole fraction of gas. Now in solving this question we can use same expression. Now in this case we will take P of nitrogen gas, then Kh of nitrogen gas into mole fraction of nitrogen gas, into mole fraction of nitrogen gas. To find in this case here moles of nitrogen in the from air dissolved in 10 moles of water. See in this case we will take partial pressure of nitrogen from air and we will take here mole fraction of nitrogen in the dissolved in the water. We will take the mole fraction of nitrogen dissolved in the water. So let us take in this case what is P of N2 gas. First of all, P of N2 can be taken mole fraction of nitrogen in air into pressure of atmosphere. What is mole fraction of nitrogen in air? 0.8. What is pressure? 5 atmosphere. Let's come how much here? 4 atmosphere. For N2 in air pressure is taken 4 atmosphere when the pressure of taken overall atmosphere is 5 atm. One part. Then let us take here A moles of nitrogen get dissolved in 10 moles of water. What is X of nitrogen gas in water? Moles of nitrogen A by total moles 10 plus A. So from expression taken here, what is P of N2 gas? 4. What is Kh of N2 gas? 10 to the power 5 into mole fraction of nitrogen. From here, what is X coming here on solving? 4 into 10 to the power minus 5. That is mole fraction. It is how much? A by 10 plus A. So we can take from here that mole fraction of nitrogen is very very low. Mole fraction of nitrogen is very low. So we can take compared to this 10, A can be neglected. This value is very low, so compared to 10, A can be neglected, and then on solving A, you get your answer. What is A value from here? 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 as your answer. The value of A will come here, 4 into 10 to the power minus 4 as the mole fraction. We have taken one small approximation. आप check कर सकते हैं कि that compared to 10, A is extremely small. So compared to 10, A can be neglected, and then we can find the value of A comfortably this way. Okay. So write next question. देखिए, the degree of dissociation. Write down the degree of dissociation of calcium nitrate in dilute aqueous solution containing 7 gram salt per 100 gram water, containing 7 gram salt per 100 gram water at 100 degrees Celsius is 70%. At 100 degrees Celsius is 70%. Full stop. Calculate the vapor pressure of solution. Calculate the vapor pressure of solution. Okay. So try this question yourself. Now to solve this question, what is required to us? Calculation of vapor pressure of solution is required to us. To find the solution vapor pressure, we can take relation that P naught minus Ps by P naught is equal to what? Mole fraction of solute. Mole fraction of solute. Or I can write modification form of the equation as P naught minus Ps by Ps can be taken how much? Nb upon Na. Nb upon Na. Now when we introduce I, Van 't Hoff factor, we introduce I only for the solute particles. We can introduce the value of I for only solute particles. So in this question, we require the value of Ps, that solution have how much vapor pressure. Na and Nb are given to us. I we have to find. And P naught value, can you tell the P naught value? What is the P naught value in this question? What the pure solvent water vapor pressure? In this question, one information given temperature. What is given temperature? 100 degrees Celsius. This temperature is the boiling point of water. At the boiling point of water, what the vapor pressure? 1 atmosphere or 760 millimeter of mercury, or torr unit can take here. So in this question directly we are not given the vapor pressure of pure solvent, but it is given to us indirectly using the boiling point of water. At the boiling point of water, vapor pressure is how much? Equal to pressure of atmosphere. Nothing given, you take 1 atmosphere, or you take better 760 millimeter of mercury, because in mostly calculations we are using pressure, torr or millimeter of mercury. So this way we can try this question now. P naught is given to us, Ps is required to us. What is I value? Salt taken calcium nitrate, when dissociate, give 1 calcium plus 2 ion plus 2 nitrate ions. If I take 1 mole initial, alpha mole dissociate, 1 mole can give 1 mole, so alpha moles can give alpha moles, 1 mole give 2 moles, so alpha moles give 2 alpha moles of nitrate ions. So what is total mole observed here, or value of I? Mole observed, this plus this plus this is how much? 1 plus 2 alpha by initial mole 1. Now alpha is given 70%, means 0.7. So you can put alpha 0.7. So 1 plus 2 into 0.7, that's 1.4 plus 1, 2.4. So value of I we can get first 2.4. Now in solving this answer from this expression, what is P naught? 760 minus Ps आपको निकालना है by Ps. I कितना आपका हुआ? 2.4. What is Nb? Moles of solute. Solute have weight given 7 gram by molar weight. What is molar weight of calcium nitrate? You can add up all the element, will come 164. Is the molar weight of calcium nitrate. So by 164 into solvent is water 100 gram by molar weight solvent 18. How to find moles? Weight upon molar weight. For solute, weight upon molar weight. I we take for solute only. So in the given expression we know everything except only PS. क्या आपको अननोन है? खाली PS, सोल्यूशन का वेपर प्रेशर आपको निकालना है यहाँ से. You can calculate from here and then get the answer of this question. Okay, to find the answer, that solution, your answer should come up PS 746.2 millimeter of mercury is given as the answer of this question. Okay, so write down next question. लिखिए आप लोग next question. Calculate the boiling point of a solution. Calculate the boiling point of a solution containing 0.61 gram of benzoic acid in 50 gram of carbon disulfide. 50 gram of carbon disulfide, assuming 84% dimerization. Assuming 84% dimerization of acid. Given the boiling point and Kb of carbon disulfide, the boiling points and Kb of carbon disulfide are 46.2 degrees Celsius and 2.3 Kelvin per molar respectively. 2.3 Kelvin per molar respectively. Okay, so try this question yourself first. Now to solve this question, the acid is taken what? Benzoic acid. What is benzoic acid? We have phenyl ring, PH, COOH. In this case, solvent taken is carbon disulfide. Solvent carbon disulfide is what? Non-polar. In this solvent carbon disulfide, acid undergo dimerization. आपको लिखा है क्वेश्चन में, it undergo 84% dimerization. So this acid undergo dimerization means from dimer to the extent of 84%, meaning it form PH, COOH whole twice. Already explained to you this kind of examples कि they will undergo intermolecular hydrogen bonding with other molecule of benzoic acid. That they undergo intermolecular hydrogen bonding with the other molecules. So you can use this information here. So in this case, if we take 1 mole initial, alpha mole is dimerized. Then I write 2 moles give 1 mole. So alpha moles give alpha by 2 moles. What is mole observed here? This plus this is 1 minus alpha by 2. Now alpha given is 84% or 0.84. What is I value? I can be taken same as 1 minus alpha by 2 by 1. If 1 mole was taken in the beginning, or same as 1 minus alpha by 2. Alpha is 0.84 by 2 is 0.42. That will give the value of I 0.58. 1 minus 0.42 is 0.58. So value of I is known to us 0.58. Question given on the boiling point elevation. So in this case we can first find delta TB is equal to I into Kb into molarity. डेल्टा टीबी आपको निकालना है. I दिया है कितना 0.58. Kb फॉर सॉल्वेंट इज गिवन 2.3. जो भी दिया इसको डायरेक्ट लेंगे Kb का वैल्यू. मोलरिटी आपको निकालना पड़ेगा. इट इज इनडायरेक्टली गिवन. कैसे दिया है? वेट ऑफ सॉल्यूट 0.61 ग्राम by molar weight solute. What is molar weight of benzoic acid? Is 122 by weight of solvent 50 gram to take in kilogram by 1000. From here we can find delta TB. Once for solution delta TB is known to us. हमें क्या निकालना है? Boiling point of solution. तो रिलेशन क्या होता है डेल्टा टीबी का? डेल्टा टीबी इज इक्वल टू TB minus T naught B. That as compared to pure solvent, solution have higher boiling point. So solution have how much boiling point? T naught B plus delta TB. T naught B आपको दिया है क्वेश्चन में 46.2 डिग्री सेल्सियस. We add delta TB here. that the answer will come in this answer will come in degree Celsius. Okay, so on solving we get the answer. So on solving, your solution boiling point should be coming 46.334 degrees Celsius. So you can solve this part. The answer should come of the question 46. आप पहले डेल्टा टी भी निकालेंगे. I कितना है इसमें 0.58 का वैल्यू हमने निकाला था. I का वैल्यू. It is a question of dimerization where the value of 1th of factor I is less than 1. कितना होगा आप निकालेंगे पहले, फिर आप डेल्टा टी भी निकालेंगे, फिर आप निकालेंगे सोल्यूशन का बॉइलिंग पॉइंट. डेल्टा टी भी क्या होगा, ऐड हो जाएगा. यहाँ पे था 46.2 प्लस डेल्टा टी भी, दैट इज 46.334. यू कैन फाइंड आफ्टर कैलकुलेशन आंसर. ओके.